Thank you for everything you've done in my house, the help you've given me the past few weeks. I really appreciate your services.
Irene's Tears is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is produced and executive produced by Eddie Watson. Director of this movie is OK Ifeanyi, and the story is written by Winnie Oti. A quick recap of this movie is just a deaf girl who is trying to survive. She got a job in a very rich man's house, and the rich man girlfriend kind of maltreats her, and how she survived within that premises, and the relationship she has with the boss and the friends she had around her regarding her hearing impaired situation. Basically, that's what this movie is about, guys. What I like about this movie, let me start with the basis, which is the length of this movie. The length of this movie is okay. There was nothing I can complain about. The length is okay. Then also the cinematography, I love the cinematography. It was okay. The bright, the lighting, cast and directing or acting performances of this movie basically is, let's start with Sarian. What I love about her character in this movie was how she was able to act the hearing impaired character very well. I don't know if it is the editing or she was actually acting the way she was talking, the way she wasn't hearing, but she was shouting. I mean, if you have seen someone who has hearing problem, they tend to talk loudly, but to them they are talking undertone or they are talking in low tone. So, and then if you are talking to them, you don't need to shout too much. You need to slow down so that they can be able to read your lips, in addition to trying to hear what you are saying. So, and Sarian was able to act that very well, which I was really impressed with. I mean, it's not an Oscar performing acting, but in terms of YouTube space, that was really a good art altogether, and I really appreciate that for her, or I appreciate that for this movie. Then another character that I love was Rachel's character, that is Eddie Watson's girlfriend in this movie. She was the wicked girl, and I love the way she was so wicked and so loving at the same time towards her boyfriend in this movie. I love that. I really, really love that. And she could sometimes balance in a way that she could be pretending and she couldn't pretend anymore towards the end, and that was really nice. I really enjoy her aunties actually. That was really, really good. Another character that I enjoy was Rosalind, the Ghanaian actor. I have to take this moment to appreciate Eddie Watson for using Rosalind. I really love Rosalind. I'm hoping that she gets to act a main character soon in one of those YouTube movies. This woman is talented, and she's yet to put that into full use in YouTube space. Other YouTube producers actually cast her for a main role character. I know they have to use someone to bring in views, so I'm hoping that very soon I'll be able to see her in a main character role in a movie soon, because she's very talented. I remember her movies years ago. This woman Rosalind is very talented, so the role she's acting right now are like supporting cast. I really understand, and she's good. She's doing her best as well. I'll just leave it here. I just enjoy her. She was very soft spoken and very sweet in this movie. The character that I love in this movie has to be DJ Easy or DJ Beats, one of I think DJ Beats. He was the comic in this movie, and I appreciate comic. I always say I appreciate a little bit of comic relief. There has to be a character that has to bring the tension down in movies, so I really appreciated what he did in this movie. He wasn't overacting, he wasn't all over the place. Every scene that he was in, he was sticking to the advice and just having fun through delivering his lines and things like that. So That I really love in terms of supporting cast. He's very good at that. I've not seen him act main character yet, but all the supporting characters he has been acting, he has been delivering them perfectly. So in this movie as well, he did that, and I really love his character in this movie. The cherry on the ice cake, guys, is the fact that this movie did not end as I predicted it to end. That was a good one. Eddie Watson, that was a good one. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, at the point I was like, yeah, Eddie Watson is going to fall in love with Sarian as usual. That's what they normally end those movies with. And Eddie was like, hold up, that is not how I'm ending this movie. Guys, the ending of this movie was the twist I did not see coming at all. It was perfect for me. I love it. It's unpredictable. It is the sweet part of the whole movie, trust me, because normally we always predict how this movies end, and this did not go as I particularly predicted, and that is perfect, trust me. Yet those are some of the things I really love about this movie. Next is what I don't like about this movie. Let me start with saying the editor did a very big mistake by omitting Rachel's name out of the cast. This I don't know how come the editor did this mistake. Rachel is like one of the main character in this movie. How did they forget her name, guys? Richard Edwards. I know her name because she was on Big Brother Niger, so yes, I know her name. She was the girlfriend to Eddie Watson in this movie, and she was the wicked character to Sarian. So how on earth did they forget her name in the cast, guys? I have to zoom it for you guys to see. They omitted her name in the cast, and that was so bad. I'm like, editor, why? What happened? I know it's a mistake. So yeah, that is one thing that I did not like. Another thing I didn't like was the castings. There were too many castings, and it wasn't meeting Sarian in the car. There were too many castings. I mean, it doesn't really change the storyline, but I just didn't. At a point, I was getting tired of the castings. Even Sarah and Rachel did a cutscene. Eddie Watson and Sarah had a lot of castings. I'm like, Then Eddie Watson and his friend castings. I'm like, There were too many castings that I was actually getting tired of that. So that was one thing that I did not like. Another thing that was confusing for me, if Rosalind was also paying the rent in the house, or only Sarian was paying the rent. How were they related? Are they friends? Are they colleagues? How are they all staying in the same house or in the same room? That was a little bit confusing for me. If Sarah and that girl were siblings, what is Rosalind? Or she comes and goes. Which one is it? Or they're staying in the same house. Which one is it? I wasn't getting that whole friendship, sisterhood dynamic that was going on. That was one thing that I did not like about this movie. Last but not the least thing that I didn't like about this movie has to do with the scene where Eddie Watson was expecting food in the office. They didn't show that scene. They let us imagine it, and they ended up telling us that, she came, she did that, she did. I didn't like that. I mean, again, this particular one doesn't change the story or how I'm going to rate this movie, but yeah, those are basically the things I did not like about this movie. In all, I'm going to rate this movie a 4/10 because it's really not an above average kind of movie. The storyline is pretty basic, pretty basic. The only good thing about it, like I said earlier, was the ending and the hearing impaired part of this movie. Everything else has been told severally before. The ending, which was the twist of this movie, I don't want to tell you. You guys should go and watch it if you are interested, but yeah, it's pretty much below average storyline kind of movie. So guys, thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you all in the next movie review.